Hello everyone, I'm Cloud and welcome to Anime no Mi. Today, we'll continue with the character power comparison videos in our battle series. Today we are going to compare two great characters, the Navy Fleet Admiral, Akainu, and the future King of Pirates, Luffy. After all, we know that their battle is predestined. We know that Akainu took the life of Luffy's brother, and the Straw Hat Pirate is waiting for the moment to face him. And I already count on your help to leave your like in the video to support the channel. I also hope you subscribe if you're still new here, and leave your comments saying your opinions and what the next videos you want to see here on the channel. Now let's go to the video. Guys, let's start by talking about the skills of Luffy, aka Straw Hat Luffy. His dream is to become the king of pirates, finding the legendary treasure left by the first king of pirates, the pirate who visited all seas, Goldie Roger. He believes that being the king of pirates means having the greatest freedom in the world, currently being considered by the world's largest newspaper of One Piece as the fifth emperor after his invasion of Tato Land and his actions in the battle against Yonko Big Mom. Luffy has immense physical strength, being able to lift large stones. He was also able to lift and drag a huge golden ball that was attached to his arm during his fight against Enel in the Skypiea arc. In addition to having demonstrated several feats of his strength during the manga, being able to defeat several enemies with just his incredible physical strength, which can even be allied with his devil fruit, the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Overall, Luffy's immense physical strength allows him to fight powerful and dangerous enemies like Arlong and Hody, two fishmen who naturally have much greater physical strength than most One Piece characters. We also saw that he faced Enel, a very powerful devil fruit user, Rob Lucci, the strongest member of Cypher Pole 9, 3 Shichibukai who are Crocodile, Gecko Moria and Doflamingo, and even Charlo Katakuri and his brother, who are two of the 3 leaders who fight for the Big Mom pirates. Furthermore, we know that he has also fought several times against 2 of the most powerful pirates today, they being Kaido, who is renowned for his incredible stamina and brute strength, and Big Mom. In addition, we know that Big Mom, she has a great stamina and brute strength. In addition, her devil fruit makes her incredibly powerful. Luffy has enormous stamina and durability, withstanding continuous and destructive attacks from powerful enemies who would have easily destroyed a person in most of their fights, but he's still able to get up and continue fighting effectively. Over the course of the series, he progressively becomes able to take more and more attacks and fight for longer periods of time without getting tired. He was able to withstand a direct attack from Kaku and Califa by combining Rankyaku without any injuries. Luffy also survived Rob Lucci's extremely destructive Rokugan, hitting him directly from a short range, and even managed to muster up enough strength to execute a jet gatling. In Thriller Bark, Luffy was brutally crushed by a punch and kick from Moria in his Asgard form without losing consciousness. He was also able to withstand the gas of Caesar Clown. We saw that this power did great damage to Sanji's body, but this power was not able to leave any permanent wounds on Luffy. With the events of the whole cake arc, his stamina and endurance grew to the point where he was able to fight a difficult battle against Charlotte Cracker for 11 straight hours. During that time, Luffy had activated Gear 4th at least twice during combat. He even managed to survive Katakuri's powerful attacks despite heavy injuries such as Katakuri's trident piercing Luffy's stomach and a powerful Katakuri attack that sank him into a crater under the ground. Despite all that, Luffy continued the battle. He was able to fight 12 hours non-stop against Katakuri after having only a few hours of sleep in the past 3 days, suffering multiple injuries from Cracker, Sanji and Big Mom's enraged army, all without having properly fed during that time. During his childhood, Luffy gained elastic powers by eating Gomu Gomu no Mi, and after consuming the fruit, Luffy's body became like rubber. This gave him the ability to stretch and attack long distances, as well as being able to improve the use of his fruit. The fruit's greatest strength, as demonstrated by Luffy, is that the person's body can stretch like rubber even when the user of the skill is countered. For example, when Nojiko pulls Luffy's head out of the water in Arlong Park. This fruit also makes him almost totally immune to physical attacks, including melee combat, simple projectiles, or even cannon projectiles, an ability that can be reinforced when he uses his Busashoku Haki to further strengthen his stamina. The wearer's rubber-like body also allows the wearer to survive falls from heights and collisions that would destroy a normal person. Thanks to Luffy's creativity, both in and out of combat, this fruit has consistently proven to be among the most formidable, versatile, and unpredictable within the Paramecia class. Luffy's rubber body allows him to be Enel's natural enemy, as Enel possesses a Logia fruit that gives him the powers of electricity, making his powers ineffective against Luffy. The wearer's ability to stretch and control his body parts like rubber not only makes him immune to injuries that would arise from these actions, but also allows him to recover, which can give him a big advantage in or out of battle. The stretch also allows Luffy to drastically increase the range of his body parts to be able to deliver attacks at great distance, turning it into a devastating medium range or long range attack. Luffy's fruit also turns his organs into rubber, allowing him to further swell his lungs so that he can put huge amounts of air into certain parts of of his body to make them bigger and stronger. Given Luffy's elastic properties, he is shown to be able to withstand a great deal of pressure, as shown in the Fishman Island arc when fighting Hody. Although he was still weakened by the sea water around him, he seemed unaffected by the intense underwater pressure. Through his devil fruit and haki, Luffy was able to create an ability called Gears, which greatly improves his body, as well as allowing him to gain different characteristics, such as his Boundman, Tankman and Snakeman form. Each of these three forms gives Luffy an increase in his basic characteristics, such as strength, stamina, and speed, making his body suitable for the particular enemy that Luffy is fighting. In addition to the fact that recently Luffy was able to learn advanced haki, managing to hit enemies without even touching them, as well as being able to use his Conqueror's haki to make his blows manage to damage even opponents who have high stamina, just like Kaido. In addition, the advanced Conqueror's haki is a power that makes Luffy closer and closer to achieving the same level of power as the legendary King of Pirates. After all, his fighting style and his great power was born from his domain of haki. Now let's talk about the abilities of Sakazuki. Known by his nickname Akainu, he is the current admiral of the Navy fleet, succeeding the previous fleet admiral Sengoku, and becoming the greatest leader in the Navy today. Akainu ate a Logia-class devil fruit, the Magu Magu no Mi fruit, and we know that the main strength of this fruit is that it allows Akainu to produce magma to attack his opponents. The intense heat produced by its magma can instantly vaporize an iceberg and boil seawater without any difficulty. As a Logia user, any attack he receives doesn't hit him, as his body turns to magma and he doesn't get hurt. Only users of Busashoko Haki, Kairasaki, and their elemental weakness can hurt his body. His ability to control and create magma makes his power naturally at a level greater than the powers of the Mera Mera no Mi, allowing the Admiral's powers to be superior to the elemental powers of Ace and Sabo, as he quoted in Marineford. In addition, Akainu's fruit is powerful enough to easily hurt any character. After all, its blows are able to burn your opponent and even go through him, managing to damage anyone who comes in contact with your magma. Akainu seems to have trained in controlling his powers to avoid weaknesses in combat. However, it is worth remembering that although Akainu's Magu Magu no Mi powers are considered to be greater than Ace's abilities, Akainu was not able to do much damage to Marco, which possesses the power of Tori Tori no Mi, the devil fruit of the Phoenix. We know that Akainu can move at extremely high speeds, launching himself like an explosion from a real volcano towards his target. He can also even melt a solid location and rocks to make underground tunnels to get around. Along with corrosion, because of their extremely high temperature punches, magma-based attacks also carry highly explosive properties. One attack is enough to cause an explosion capable of inflicting massive damage across the entire battlefield. All of this was shown when he hit a Yonko with a massive magma attack during the Great Battle of Marineford, or when he pierced the pirates Edward Newgate and Ace with a clean blow. Akainu, as well as the other admirals, can also use haki. During the Great Battle at Marineford, he was shown using Busashoko haki and Kenbunchiko haki. It is not known if he possesses the haki of the Conquerors, as he has not demonstrated this power at any time. During the Great Battle of Marineford, Admiral Akainu fought against very strong pirates, some Edward Newgate division commanders, and some Shichibukai to get to Luffy. And in order to win the title of Fleet Admiral, he faced another admiral who had a power that rivaled Akainu's magma, Akiji, who had control over the ice. In the end, we know that Akainu won. Not only that, but every day he's become much more powerful, and we saw that Teach, who tried to chase Dragon, fled when he learned that Akainu might be approaching him. In a confrontation between Luffy and Akainu, it would be a very intense fight, as they are both very powerful. Their punch is capable of causing great damage to their opponents' bodies, so whoever gave the first blows would have an advantage in the fight. Luffy has very strong short or long-range punches that are capable of dealing damage inside the body, ignoring the resistance of his opponents, and Akainu has destructive punches capable of piercing his opponents with ease. So it would be a very tactical fight. Both would be thinking carefully about each step they would take, as they seem to have enough strength to defeat each other, so whoever thought of better strategies during the fight could come out victorious. However, now with the advanced Conqueror's haki that gives Luffy power to rival a Yonko, Luffy may have an advantage against Akainu. After all, this haki seems to overcome the devil fruit powers. Now I want to know what you think about it. Which one would win and what events would lead to this character's victory? Leave your opinion in the comments. Thanks to all of you for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed the content and information in today's video. We hope that we will always continue together talking about the news of the anime and the manga, so comment your doubts, news, or what you think will happen in the anime in the future. Also comment on the new videos you want to see here on the channel. We'll see you again in the next video. I'll wait for you here. Bye.